Okay, guys, welcome officially to the class. I'm super excited to see all of you here. And there's a couple key people that I'd like to thank for this class, especially the US Embassy in Vietnam. So I'd like to introduce Miss Genevieve Jordan. She's the Public Affairs Sections Officer from the US Embassy. Would like to talk to you a bit. Please welcome Miss Genevieve.
Okay, I will share screen. Okay, thank you. Are you ready to see that? Okay.
Xin chào các bạn, tôi tên là Genevieve, tôi là phó chủ viên văn hóa của Đại sứ quán Hoa Kỳ và tôi rất vui có cơ hội này để nói chuyện với các anh và các chị. Hôm nay là ngày rất đặc biệt vì hôm nay chúng tôi sẽ bắt đầu một lớp mới của tiếng Anh ý thể và vì vậy hôm nay là chúng tôi chúc mừng một lớp mới của tiếng Anh. I'm going to switch to English. So we are so excited to launch this new year of our medical English language course. We first started our English medical language course in 2019 to huge demand. And what we found is there are so many talented healthcare professionals in Vietnam who are really interested in improving their professional vocabulary through English. And so just to give you some indication of the numbers of professionals and bright and talented students who are interested in participating in this program, we'll say in 2019, over 1,000 prospective learners signed up to start their course, their medical English course with us. And we chose 80 to attend in person and 50 to attend virtually. Throughout that first initial course, we had experts from the Centers for Disease Control, the CDC, the US military, and USAID, our aid development organization, participate as guest lecturers on the program. And the feedback was overwhelmingly positive. And we found out that there was a significant demand to host more courses like this. So last year, we then went on to host a second medical English course, which included a virtual cohort outside of Hanoi for the first time. We run these English language courses to help promote a mutual policy goal that both Vietnam and the United States have, which is improving our health preparedness. So we know how important it is these days in this globalized world to be able to provide medical care through multiple languages. And we applaud all of you for putting in the extra time and effort to improve your English language vocabulary in a very technical and specific area. We will say that this course, you should all be extremely proud of yourself for being selected to participate in this course because it was highly selective and competitive. This year, we had to close registrations after receiving over 11,000 applications across Vietnam. We were able to select 64 healthcare professionals and 23 students to participate in this cohort. And we are so excited to partner for the first time ever with VietMD. VietMD is an incredible US-based not-for-profit organization with this amazing organizing committee who are comprised entirely of board-certified US physicians. And their mandate is dedicated to ensuring that there's quality care provided through Vietnamese in the United States and to ensure that Vietnamese physicians have professional development opportunities. And so they're branching out and helping us here in Vietnam for the first time, and we are so excited to partner with them. I want to say and take the time to recognize and say special thank yous to Dr. Nguyen Chen, Dr. Dinh Nguyen, and Dr. Minh Do from VietMD. Thank you so much for all of your hard work, your tireless effort on this program, and for partnering with us. We know it's going to be tremendous. And there are no better people to learn these highly specific and technical vocab from. Our goal here is to ensure that you have the technical vocab that you need to provide patient-centric care, to conduct research, and to cooperate to achieve your professional goals. I know that we are also very fortunate today to have Philip Gould from the Centers for Disease Control, who will also speak a little bit about the CDC's work in Vietnam. And I don't want to take too much time because I know everybody's keen to get started with their course. But thank you once again to all of our partners, all of our wonderful partners at VietMD, and to Dr. Philip Gould as well. Thank you.
Okay, so that's it. The speech from Dr. Genevieve, from Mrs. Genevieve Jordan.
All right, our next speaker, Mr. Phil Gao, Director of Influenza and Animal Program, CDC Vietnam. And Phil, are you with us? I can see you somewhere.
I am,
right?
I think.
All right, and you go on to speak in Vietnamese, right?
I thought this was a course in English.
Please go ahead, Phil. All yours.
Okay, so hi, I'm Philip Gould, and I work at the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, and we have offices in Hanoi, and we also have an office in Ho Chi Minh. The office in Hanoi is, as one might expect, the bigger office, because we're, of course, connected to and sort of part of the U.S. Embassy mission. But our goal is not really so much diplomacy as it is healthcare preparedness and getting people to a level of competency. So from the influenza side, so that's who I work for. We've been working with you in Vietnam since 2003. For those of you who are old enough to remember, that was SARS-CoV-1. It wasn't called that, it was just called SARS. And SARS stands for Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome. And that was, Vietnam was very much in the thick of the outbreak of SARS-1. And teams from the US, influenza team came and visited, and that's the start of our relationship. Then 2 years later, there was an outbreak of influenza H5, which is a bird influenza. And so bird influenza was actually causing disease in humans, and teams from the US CDC's flu division also came out. And then we formalized relationships with two partners. One on the human health side, we started with the National Institute of Hygiene and Epidemiology here in Hanoi. And we also partnered with the Department of Animal Health on the bird flu side, so that we could help to identify bird flu strains as soon as possible. So that's a little bit of the history. I've been in Vietnam now for 3 years, a little over 3 years. Since I got here, we've expanded our relationships to include not just NIHE, but to also include the other regional institutes in PI Nha Trang and PI Ho Chi Minh, and also the TIHE, or the Thai Nguyen Institute of Hygiene and Epidemiology. So we've also expanded into some work directly with hospitals. And so now we have some relationships with hospitals in Hanoi, in Haiphong, in Quang Minh, and in Ho Chi Minh City. Actually on Monday and Tuesday, I will be meeting with team members from the hospitals in Ho Chi Minh. And we also, as I mentioned, partner with the Department of Animal Health to support surveillance for bird flu, but we also this year added swine influenza into the mix. Swine is the word for pig or pork, or and so swine influenza is influenza found in pigs. Like Vietnamese, English sometimes has many words for the same thing, and we call it swine influenza, even though pig influenza is probably would work too. And so we've got 13 or 15 provinces around the country that we will be working in with the bird flu, and then testing chickens and ducks. And then in the pigs, we will be working in 10 provinces. So that's a general summary of what my team here and I work on. But we have also worked on COVID, of course, and we help to support the Ministry of Health with developing guidelines, with recommendations for vaccination, with a variety of activities like that, as well as some research projects, including seroprevalence studies. And so that's like looking for COVID in people's blood, is seroprevalence. And then we've also done some environmental sampling for COVID virus in a hospital in Binh Thuan in the south, and that's that kind of summarizes that. I think I'm almost out of time. I don't know what the schedule is for when I need to ring off, but I'm willing to take questions, or I can talk more as you like.
Well, Phil, I'm sure they have some more questions for you. It sounds to me this is a very interesting project. Personally, I do have some friends at CDC, and I know you guys work a lot. So I'm very excited to hear more, and hopefully in the future, many of our students continue the interest and to become infectious disease specialists or become epidemiologists. And I'm sure that will help a lot. So guys, if you have any questions, this is your time to raise your question. And then if your English is so good that you graduate from this class, you don't have to stay here next 16 weeks. All right, if you don't have any question, let me keep going, and then we go ahead and start the class. Let me tell you, you guys, first of all, congratulations. You are the finalists for many, many students. 11,000 and pick 100 students, it's very difficult. So I'm not sure how the U.S. Embassy did that. And Dr. Dean, Dr. Min, you guys are amazing. Let me give you some statistical number. Miss Vietnam, okay, several hundred student contests and finalists make 15. So you are way much better than Miss Vietnam in terms of your competition rate, right? Think about it. You're just amazing already by the number, right? So whatever number, that tells you how good you are. But that's not enough. One thing I will tell you, medical English is a lifetime learning. The moment you started, you never keep ending. So hopefully this course will give you a very basic one to give you a better understanding about medical English, about the literature, so then you can go back and serve our patient. That's why we're here today. Now, if by far you don't understand whatever I say, Mr. Phil say, Ms. June, that's fine, because at the end of the course, I will say the same thing. Okay, just repeat the same thing and to see if you understand. And if you do, then we did a good job. And if you still don't know what I say, oh my God, I'm not sure what to say. But with that, I'd like to introduce Dr. Din, which is your main director, and then Dr. Din is the director of this course, and Dr. Mindo, he is the director of next course, which is the advanced. This is the basic one. Okay, guys, and just be yourself. Okay, this is we're here for you. Hopefully, you can have many questions, and we're here to help you. And also, you can see Dr. Sarah, one of my favorites when you used to be resident or teacher. Now she's with us, hopefully. And then many other instructors also here today. So Dr. Dinh-Van, please.
Hello. Okay, I'm not sure why my camera is turned off. I tried to do it, but I asked you to show your face, but I couldn't see my face on the screen. So, but everybody is okay with my my voice is okay to you? Everybody hear me?
Yes, teacher, I can see you and hear you.
Yes, okay, thank you. Now, before we go to the class, so I would like to thank you very much, Mr. Bình, Đỗ Lê Bình. Still until now, I still can't remember the name. Anh Bình và chị Trang. Okay, you guys are very helpful to create that class. So I would like to say thank you to you. That's it. And you have anything that you can speak to the students today, anh Bình và chị Trang?
Thank you anh Đình, Dr. Win cũng như là Dr. Minh Đỗ, bạn Dương, bạn Sarah, tất cả những thành viên của VietMD và tất cả các bạn participant ngày hôm nay. Thực ra thì tất cả những điều mà US Maxim chị Genevieve cũng còn nói diễn đạt qua cái bài phát biểu của chị bằng tiếng Anh rồi. Em chỉ xin phép là thay mặt Trung tâm Hoa Kỳ và Đại sứ quán Hoa Kỳ là xin rất là cảm ơn VietMD, đặc biệt là các bác sĩ Win Trần Dinh-Van Nguyễn và bác sĩ Minh Đỗ rất nhiều. Và các bác sĩ thật sự là những người vừa có tâm khi mà đã dành rất nhiều thời gian và công sức để có thể tổ chức cái khóa học rất là có ý nghĩa này. Có lịch làm việc của các bác sĩ thì rất là bận rồi. Lịch làm việc thì rất là bận nên là rất là cảm ơn các bác sĩ đã dành thời gian để phối hợp cùng với cả Trung tâm Hoa Kỳ. Xin cảm ơn các bác sĩ rất nhiều và chúc tất cả các bạn học viên có một khóa học thật là thành công ạ. Xin cảm ơn ạ.
Okay. Chị Trang, nhờ chị nói tí xíu ha để cho mấy em nghe những lời gằn ngọc.
Em cũng không giỏi nói trước đám đông lắm ạ. Chào các bạn và chào các thầy. Như là cô Genevieve đã chia sẻ trong video clip thì đây là năm thứ 3 Trung tâm Hoa Kỳ cùng Đại sứ quán Hoa Kỳ có tổ chức lớp học về tiếng Anh y khoa. Khóa đầu tiên thì bọn em chỉ tổ chức cho các bác sĩ và các bạn sinh viên ở Hà Nội thôi. Mà sau đó thì bọn em nhận thấy là cái nhu cầu học về tiếng Anh pháp lý quá lớn. Thì nên khóa thứ 2 cũng do một phần là vì Covid nên là bọn em không thể tổ chức được các lớp tại Trung tâm Hoa Kỳ. Nên bọn em quyết định là mở rộng bằng cách học trên Zoom và sẽ mở rộng cho các bạn ở các tỉnh thành khác trong cả nước nữa. Và sau đó bọn em nhận thấy là cái nhu cầu nó vẫn rất là lớn. Và đến năm thứ 3 thì khi bọn em có cơ hội được làm việc với VietMD, với các bác sĩ Green Trần, bác sĩ Minh Đỗ và bác sĩ Đinh thì bọn em nghĩ là khi mà bọn em bắt đầu làm việc với các bác sĩ thì bọn em đã nghĩ là khi mà bọn em quảng bá cái khóa học này trên Facebook của đại sứ quán thì chắc chắn sẽ rất là đông. Đấy là lý do tại sao mà bọn em nghĩ là mặc dù mình để cái deadline để đăng ký là 5 ngày, nhưng mà thực ra 5 hoặc 7 ngày, nhưng mà thực ra em đã đóng form trước đấy cũng vài ngày rồi, và mình có gần 11.000 đơn đăng ký, và để chọn ra được 90 bạn tham gia, gồm cả các bác sĩ đang làm việc tại các bệnh viện, các bạn sinh viên khối trường y, thì đấy là một điều không dễ dàng, bởi vì em biết là cái số lượng được lựa chọn là quá nhỏ so với nhu cầu của các bạn. Tuy nhiên thì hy vọng là các bạn sẽ tận dụng cái cơ hội này để có thể học thêm kiến thức về tiếng Anh y khoa, có thể có thể trao đổi được với các bác sĩ về các chuyên ngành của mình, và hy vọng là sau đó các bạn sẽ có một cộng đồng có thể giúp nhau cùng học tập. Mình đã nhìn thấy là các bạn đã có những sự tương tác trên Facebook, trên các group chat. Hy vọng là các bạn sẽ vẫn giữ cộng đồng này và có thể có các khóa tiếng Anh tiếp theo cùng VietMD, hoặc là cũng có thể là các bạn cũng có thể tự sau này tìm cho mình những khóa học khác. Nhưng mà hy vọng các bạn vẫn sẽ tiếp tục chăm chỉ học tập, bởi vì bác sĩ, mình biết là cái ngành bác sĩ rất là vất vả, và các bạn phải học không ngừng. Hy vọng là các bạn sau khóa học này các bạn sẽ có thêm nhiều người bạn mới, nhiều kiến thức mới, và cũng sẽ luôn quan tâm đến các chương trình của Trung tâm Hoa Kỳ, Đại sứ quán Hoa Kỳ. Xin cảm ơn mọi người, cảm ơn các bác sĩ ạ.
Xin cảm ơn chị Trang.
And then may I just quickly notice, so I don't want to call your name up, but if you can mute your microphone, that would help. That's a big help for us. So number 56, I don't see you mute your microphone. Number 5, I just take a quick look, okay, and see who else. Number 6, that will help, because if you don't turn up your microphone, well, first of all, we will listen to your background, but it will have an echo. And as someone teaching on Zoom for a while, I will tell you, please mute your microphone if you're not talking. That will be a big help. All right, and then so please go ahead, and I think we have enough. Go dive into the course today, and we're so excited to see you guys. Oh, actually, I haven't heard Dr. Do say yet, and you or Sarah yet. Okay, keep going.
Hi everyone, very nice to see you all over here, and I hope that we will have good times together. Learning is a lifelong process, but hopefully this course gives you a push, a nudge, so that you find learning medical English is not too difficult, or even is more interesting than you supposed to think or you used to think. You're here because you really want to learn. That the most important thing. Try to keep your motivation, try to interact more with your friends, with us. The more you know about medical English, the more you understand the material, the more you can interact with others, especially foreigners. And like some people say, which I really feel a very important ideas is the best motivations is success. So if you can use what you learn here, apply in your life, feel the benefit, that's the best motivation. So don't keep it for yourself, learn it, use it, and feel the benefit. That's the best motivation for you to come back, learn more. So I give microphone back to Sarah, one of our instructor here, which I really admire her, all the dedication she has for the team and for the student. Please, Sarah.
Thank you, Anman. Hi everyone. My name is Sarah. You can call me Khan. It's my Vietnamese name. First of all, thank you to the team at the U.S. Embassy for working with us to help arrange this course. I know this has been a lot of work in progress, a lot of effort from everyone. So thank you very much for your help with us. And of course, thank you for our esteemed leaders, Dr. Win, Dr. Mindo, and Dean for all of your effort. So I'm just gonna say something very short because I don't want to take too much time from the course, but it has been a very exciting time for me to be here today. 6 years ago, I was here, similar to your place. I was a student in one of the first Vietnamese English class. And now 6 years later, I'm sitting here as an instructor. So it has been quite a journey. It has been an amazing journey. So I hope that you guys also gonna have that kind of journey with us, and hopefully a few more years, and I'll see you guys back here as one of my colleagues teaching a class with me. All right, so good luck with everything, and hope you guys enjoy our class.
Thank you, Sarah. So, Nguyen Pham, you have anything to talk to the students, to the participants?
Oh, good morning, everyone. Hey, my name is Nguyen Pham, and I'm currently an BGY2 resident in Texas Tech University. So first of all, I just want to say congratulations on you guys, because I don't think like a couple of years ago I have the chance to participate and then learn about medical English or whatever it takes to improve my English skill. So hopefully I would try my best to give everything that I know for you. One thing that I can say is that we have the motto for residency, do one, learn one, and teach one. So that's the way that we can observe the knowledge and then keep it for a long lifetime. All right, congratulations, guys.
Okay. So any VietMD instructors here? I couldn't check it. So. Okay. So that's it for we can call a little ceremony today. And so now we start right to the lesson 1. Are you okay?